All right, welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we're going to see how this works out after the marathon game yesterday. I don't think we taxed our bullpen too hard. Jones was going to pitch, he basically just pitches behind Graves anyway. And if things go to plan, Nakai didn't get used yesterday, so he should be fine. We didn't see Hermida or Shibuya, so we actually should be in pretty good shape. But, we'll see. We are going for the sweep. The problem is the Dodgers have lost both of their last two games too, so they have not been able to take advantage. So all that space that they lost playing against us, they have not made up any of it in this next series, although I forget who they are playing. Paulie's on the mound today. And here comes Matt Kemp to start things off. Also didn't look to see who we play next. Maybe I should do that. Kemp looks at strike one. And he'll hit this one into shallow center. That'll be a leadoff single. So here is Echo, who's not had a real good time. Watches that knuckleball bounce in. We host the Mets next. We have not seen the Mets this year. They're currently sitting in second, I think tied for second in the NL East, 2 games behind the Braves. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. Echo's going to pop back up to Paulie, so Kemp goes nowhere. So here's Chad Tracy, who has had a pretty good couple games against us. Just not gotten a whole lot of help. Looks at strike one. Hits this one through the right side of the infield. He's, especially in early innings, it feels like he's gotten on base, I think, consistently his first couple at-bats of games. So here's Luke Scott, 2 runners aboard with 1 out. He will ground this one. This could be a double play ball. There's the out at second. Oh, he was there. It was not a bad call. Just I thought we had a shot at it. So that'll leave runners on the corners for Golf. He will ground this one back to Paulie, who makes a bit of a wild throw, but Terry's able to grab it and get back to the base in time. So a couple hits, but no runs for the Diamondbacks. Kester's going to lead it off for the Squirrels. Looks to be the same lineup that we have been seeing out of the Diamondbacks. Bannister on the mound. So Kester will take a strike to open things up. Line drive into right center, so both leadoff batters are on base to start the game. Marvin will bat left-handed. Looks at strike one. Fouls this one away to make it 0-2. Pops this one up. Kester had taken off. He'll have to go back. Bannister's the one to field that just on the foul side of the third baseline. 1 down, runner still on first for Chief. And then we got a wild pitch. That'll move Kester up to second. There's a changeup over the outside corner to make it 1-1. It's pulled foul. That'll get to the seats. And kind of on the edge of third base / left field. Fouled off again. Chief battling up there. To which should mention that the final All-Star voting was released yesterday after the game as Chief looks at strike 3. Terry is your starting first baseman for the National League. Chief finished second amongst third basemen, so I imagine he will be on the bench for the team. Tom was nowhere to be seen on the top 3, so I don't believe he will be an All-Star for the first time in his career. Terry grounds out to first and ends the inning. Of course, we don't know about pitchers as of yet. I imagine most of our pitchers will be there. Usually it's all but a couple, and there's like 2 pitchers from other teams, and the rest is just our pitching staff. So I imagine that will be the same again this year. Orlando Hudson takes the ball to open up this at-bat. And another pitch inside will make it 2-0. There's a called strike. Fouled away. That'll make it 2-2. That fastball bounces in. It's a full count. And that will be a line drive over Joey's head. We're 2 innings in, and both leadoff batters have gotten on base for the Diamondbacks. So here is West. We'll look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Chris Snyder. That pitch goes low. This one up in the zone, but it is called a strike. Another called strike will make it 1-2. Fouled back. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts following the hit. And here is Brian Bannister, the pitcher, at the plate, as he looks at strike 1. He'll ground to third, but it's foul. A pop-up. Tom's going to go grab it just down the first base line, and that will end the inning. Another hit for the Diamondbacks, but still no runs. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Frank looks at a ball outside. And there's a called strike to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Line drive right back up the middle. That'll be another leadoff hit. And he's trying for... No, just turned around and went back to first, so it will be a single. So here's Tom at the plate. Looks at strike 1 and saying he's not been hitting like his normal self this year. I cannot blame the All-Star voters. He'll strike out on 3 pitches. 1 down. Here's Zach. Changeup goes outside. This is going to go into left field for a base hit. 2 on with 1 out, and Joey to the plate, who got a few hits yesterday. Looks at strike 1. He's ahead of that fastball to make it 0-2. And he's behind on that one. 2 away. It's up to Paulie now, who is having a good year at the plate for him. Still hitting 192 is not good in absolute terms. That is just foul. Oh, I thought he might have had the RBI there. Grounds this one. It's in an awkward spot. That's going to go as an infield hit, basically a swinging bunt. That will load the bases for Kester, who already has a hit in the game. But if you're a Diamondbacks fan, take solace if there are 2 outs. 1-1 count at the plate. Oh, and it gets away, and it... Oh, no. Did not get away enough to score, but Frank apparently didn't realize that till it was far too late. So, promising situation goes down to bad base running. So we remain scoreless as we go into the 3rd. Matt Kemp back to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Paulie struck out 2 Diamondbacks the first time through their order. He's got Kemp with an 0-2 count. I just hit my knee on this desk. So if you heard anything, that's what it was. It didn't hurt, thankfully. Kemp goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. First time the Diamondbacks have not put their leadoff man aboard. Echo popped up in his first at-bat. He'll take a ball to start off this encounter. There's strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Grounds this one to Kester. Pauly really tried hard to get it. That didn't have to put in that much effort. Kester had it handled. Chad Tracy got a base hit in his first at-bat. So he looks at strike one. That pitch bounced in. And that fastball outside. It's 2-1. Line drive into center field. Marvin does a pretty good job cutting that off to keep things at a single. Tracy did take a pretty big turn, but went back to first. Luke Scott nearly ground into a double play his first time up. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So that'll end the top of the third inning. Still no score. The Squirrels back to the top of their order in the bottom half of the inning. There's already been almost as many hits in this game as there was the whole game yesterday. That was 16 innings. But still that 0-0 score either way. So Kester with a fresh count, but base is now empty, has a 1-1 count now. Hits a low one over to Golf, who will step on the bag. One away. Marvin fouled out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Two quick outs. Here's Chief. He struck out in his first at-bat. It was the first of 3 strikeouts that Bannister had the first time through the Squirrels order. Up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. What is going on with the base running in this game? I don't know why Chief ever thought that should have been a double. Gets himself in a little bit of a rundown and ends the inning. I don't know. All right, Golf's going to lead off for the Diamondbacks, and he will take strike one. Ground ball to short, Joey to first for the first out of the inning. Orlando Hudson got a base hit in his first at-bat. He'll look at strike one. Looks at strike two. Looks at strike three. He thought that was high. I don't necessarily blame him, but it does go down as a strikeout. West struck out in his first at-bat. So he watches that pitch run outside. Looks at strike one. That just misses outside. I think Pauly thought it caught the corner, but there's a pop-up in front of the plate. Tom waiting on it. And that will end the top of the fourth. 9 hits in this game, but no runs. Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Terry swings and misses at the first pitch. Fouls this one back. Snyder will not get there. So it is an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. Frank got a base hit in his first at-bat. Didn't make a base running blunder right away, but he did when he later got to third on a wild pitch that didn't get that far away. It's got a 1-1 count right now. Make it 2-1. Excuse me, a called strike at the knees makes it 2-2. Hits this one. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will, and he will break for second this time. Kemp got a poor break on the ball, or maybe he was just playing particularly deep. But that, not the hardest hit ball. Yeah, I feel like Kemp just did not get a good jump on that whatsoever. That'll go down as a one-out double. Brings Tom to the plate. he will look at strike one. I think Tom got a base hit in his first at-bat, didn't he? Maybe he struck out and then Zach got a hit. I can't remember now. Grounds this one a high hop to third. Throw is in there in time. Frank has to stay at second base. So now here is Zach. I think he got the hit last time. Runner in scoring position, but there are 2 outs. Zach takes strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Hits this one deep in the hole, west to first, and it's not going to be in time. That'll be an infield hit. Frank did move to third on that, but still no runs. Joey at the plate with runners on the corners. He looks at strike one. Puts this into left field. That will score the first run of the game. Zach on... Well, no, he decided to go back to second, which is probably a good decision. So here's Paulie now batting with the lead. Something we did not do the first game. Pop back up right to Bannister, just slightly to the first base side of the mound. That ends the inning, but the Squirrels now have a 1-0 lead as we move into the 5th. The Diamondbacks will start off with Chris Snyder at the plate.
Number 19, Chris Snyder.
Snyder struck out in his first at-bat. And he has a 2-0 count to start things here. Pops this one up. Paulie will shade over towards first and make the catch. So here's Bannister. He popped out as well in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a knuckleball. I don't think I even noticed Bannister was hitting .298 at the moment. It might have been over 300 in his first at-bat. He will go down swinging in this at-bat, so that is the second out of the inning. Paulie up to 6 strikeouts. Matt Kemp was 1 for 2, did strike out in his last at-bat. He'll look at strike one here. Ground ball over to first. Terry will step on the bag, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Squirrels leading 1-0, and they are back to the top of their order. Kester's 1 for 2. Looks at strike one here. That one just misses outside. That'll make it 1-1. Hit right to third. Tracy catches it on a short hop and gets it to first. 1 away. Here is Marvin. He is 0 for 2. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at a changeup for strike one. And that cutter down in the dirt. Another changeup that bounces in, and then a swing and a miss. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. So here is Chief. He is struck out and singled, as opposed to Kester, who singled and struck out. Chief fouled off the first pitch. Pops this one up. Snyder has it in the left-handed batter's box. And that'll get us to the 6th inning. 1-0 Squirrels. The Diamondbacks will start off with Echo at the plate. He is 0 for 2, though it's put the ball in play both times at least. That fastball misses low. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Bounced in fastball. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Chad Tracy. He is 2 for 2 yet again in this series. Just not getting any hits around him, really. He's going to pop this foul. That'll make it an 0-2 count. Well, that one just misses inside. Swings and misses at the knuckleball for the second out of the inning. Luke Scott, also 0 for 2. He ground out and struck out so far. starts off with a swing and a miss. That one well outside. Another swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that one misses inside. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half of the inning where Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels, who still lead 1-0. Terry 0 for 2 today, ground out and a strikeout, and looks at strike 1 here. Swings over the top of a cutter to make it 0-2. Hits this one pretty hard out into left center. That's going to get over Scott's head and bounce to that deep wall back there. Terry will settle for a leadoff double. Say, that one might have been a home run in a few parks. That'll bring Frank to the plate. Already has a hit today. Bannister starts to wipe his brow, but he's up 0-2 on Frank. That pitch not real close. Frank is able to lay off. Hits this one right into right field. Will it score a run? No. Terry stops at third. So that'll leave runners on the corners for Tom. Still nobody out in the inning. He will look at a strike on a high cutter. That one too high. Will this get over West? No. He makes the catch. Runners stay put. So runners still on the corners for Zach. There's now 1 out. He will look at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Bannister has run out of gas. They're going to go get Randy Wolf to try to finish off this inning, and I'm sure just give them some length here. Apparently this is Ryan Wolf? I had the wrong Wolf this whole time? I don't remember Ryan Wolf. Oh well. Here's Joey. He's got the 1 RBI of this game. Fouls that pitch away. That makes it an 0-2 count. Looks at strike 3, and that will bring us to the 7th inning. The Diamondbacks trail 1-0, and they will start off with Golf at the plate. Paulie will have to stay at 9 strikeouts for the 2nd game in a row. Kai will go into Joey's spot, which will bring Phil into the game. Swap those guys around. The Golf is ground out twice. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Pops this one up. Kester waiting for it. 1 away. Here's Hudson. He is 1 for 2. Fouls the first pitch back. Swings and misses at a changeup. Swings and misses at another changeup. 2 away. Here is West. He is 0 for 2 today. That fastball a bit high. Changeup is outside. Makes it 2-0. Fastball misses low. It's a 3-0 count. Swings 3-0 and harmlessly pops it up in front of the plate. Tom makes the catch, and we will go to the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Squirrels. Phil will lead off on the other side. Phil with his first at-bat of the day. I do believe he was the only bench player not to get into yesterday's game. Oh, Hudson makes a very good defensive play. I thought that was a hit off the bat. But instead, it's the first out of the inning. So here is Kester, who looks at strike one. Ground ball over to third. Tracy takes care of that. 2 down, and here comes Marvin. He will continue to bat left-handed, though it's not done him a lot of good today. A foul out and a couple strikeouts as he looks at strike one here. And that pitch is down and away. Called strike will make it 1-2. Another called strike 3 to end the bottom of the 7th. We move on to the 8th. Still 1-0 Squirrels. Chris Snyder is going to lead things off for the D-backs. So we actually have to trigger the back end guys now. Feels like we haven't had to do that in a while. That will bring Miyake into the game.
Your attention, please. Now I'll come back to pitch for Indianapolis. Number 17, Krumina.
All right, Snyder is 0 for 2. Starts off this at-bat with a called strike on the curveball. That one stayed too high. It's that really big looping curveball. Fastball gets ground to short. Kester over to first for the first out of the inning.
Number 40, Brian Wolf.
Was it Brian Wolf? I don't remember this guy, but he gets the hit for himself, which is a bit surprising in a one-run game. He grounds out. Here's Matt Kemp. He is 1 for 3 so far. Takes a strike on the curve. Takes a strike on a fastball. Is behind on that fastball, and that'll end the top of the 8th. Quick work for Hermida. Squirrels looking for some insurance, only leading 1-0, and they have the heart of their order up to do it. Wolf predictably stays on to pitch since they did let him hit, which was not the decision I would have made, but I guess that's why I'm not their manager. Chief out into right, but it hooks foul. That'll make it a 1-1 count. That slurve misses low. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Line drive out into right center field. Chief will try for second again. This time he makes it there. So we do get a leadoff double. I was a little afraid he was making yet another base running blunder there. But he did get in there ahead of the throw. So here's Terry, who hit a deep one into left center last time. Not a home run, just deep line drive. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one into center field, but Echo should have it. And he does. Chief will retreat to second. So here is Frank. Runner still in scoring position with 1 out. So that pitch sails just a bit. This one right over the plate, and it's fouled away. Pop up. Wolf will field it himself, almost touching the rubber. So it is up to Tom to try to knock in this run. So he will look at strike 1. Hits this one over to Golf, and that will end the bottom of the 8th. So it's just a 1-0 lead as we go to the 9th inning. Echo will lead things off for the Diamondbacks to try to get this tied, or heck, maybe even take the lead. But they will do so against Shibuya. And Martinez will come in to catch.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 13, Shibuya.
All right, first pitch down and in. This one inside as well. Don't think it was low though. Ground ball right back to Shibuya. One away. Here's Tracy. He's 2 for 3 today. Though he's definitely hit better early in games than he has late. Whatever that means. I don't know how much to read into that. It's got a 1-1 count. Ground ball. Shibuya again will field it. The Diamondbacks down to their final out. It'll be Luke Scott, who has not had a good series, and he is 0 for 3 today. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball over to third, Chief over to first, and that is your ball game. It's certainly competitive. Back-to-back 1-0 wins for the Squirrels over the Diamondbacks. But it is a sweep. We will watch a few highlights. So we welcome in the Mets. I think we're at home actually the whole way until the All-Star break. We've got the Mets and then the Cubs. And that was the only swing of the bat that really mattered today. Thank you everybody for watching. Joey and Shibuya are going to share your player of the game honors. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel free. Otherwise, we'll see you back here tomorrow against the Mets. See you then.